Hi everyone, welcome to English 112. My name is Anissa Demeter. Most students call me Miss D. And I wanted to give you a brief introduction of the course to help you get started. When you pull up this course, English 112 801 or 802 in Blackboard, what you will see is the announcements section. It'll come up first usually. And this is where I send out announcements every week, usually with reminders or important information that you need to know for upcoming assignments. I do have a welcome announcement already up, so be sure you read through that. Once you get here, before I say that, the announcements are actually emailed to you as well, so you will get that into your CVCC email, not just here in Blackboard, so you'll be able to view it here and there. So click on Getting Started. This should be where you go first. You have to complete what's called a mandatory syllabus quiz, and it has to be completed by Thursday, September 23rd. If it's not submitted on that date by or before 11:59 p.m., you will be withdrawn from the course and considered to be a no-show. So it's very important that you go in and complete this quiz. It doesn't matter what you score on the quiz. It doesn't count for or against you. It just solidifies your registration in the course and gives me documentation that you have logged in and completed an assignment. So this needs to be done before you do anything else in the course. Take this short quiz and then scroll down through the Getting Started tab, and you have the Master Course Syllabus, which gives the basic requirements of the class. Here you have My Syllabus, the instructor syllabus with an assignment schedule, kind of like a pacing guide. Be sure to click on both of those, read through, ask any questions if you have any. Here's my instructor information. The best way to reach me, since this is an online course and I am part-time, so I do not have an office at CVCC, is my email. So here's my email, and like I said, I check email daily, so please email me with any questions you may have. Then these links here, this one is a course navigation guide that kind of breaks down the course. This is how the course works. Click on this for information that you'll need to see. And then here is a link for the CVCC Writing Center. So if you ever need assistance with your essays, like extra proofreading or editing, this is the place to go, and they'll be glad to help you. You could go see them face-to-face, or you could actually contact them through the link and set up kind of an online tutoring. This next one is about netiquette, which means, the proper etiquette for being in and communicating in an online course, and even through email as well. So be sure you look over these. Then you have what's called Quality Online Standards, and it's basically CVCC's mission and the standards for completing an online course, having effective communication with your instructor and so forth. And then at the very bottom of the Getting Started tab, you have all of these different helpful links, technical support if you're having any problems with technology, whether it's Blackboard, something not working. Instructional videos, here's a help desk, the Writing Center again is here, disabilities and accommodations, tutoring, anything you need to know is listed here as well. So again, this is in the Getting Started tab. If you go to Course Content over here, Course Content gives specific information related to the course. This explains what it means to be writing in the disciplines, which is what this course is about, and what the learning outcomes are for the course. Information about your textbook is listed in this link, and I believe there's even, let me click on it, there's a picture of your textbook. All right, and how this course works. This folder contains a lot of really good information about, communicating with me, how to deal with technical difficulties, enhancing your writing skills, how to participate in discussion forums or discussion boards, demonstrating online attendance, making sure you're logging in frequently, so how to submit assignments, taking online tests, or tracking your grade, or using NC Live. So this is a really helpful folder to click into. This one has different types of model essays. You'll also see sample essays provided in each unit when we get to the assignment section, but here are more. This folder is very important. While again, this information is provided in every unit, it's also listed here in the course content info about MLA and APA formatting, research, and documentation. This is about grading information. The course rubric tells you, basically how things are graded. Library and database access info. Okay, I'm going to click on this for just a second. If you do not have a library card, you need to make sure you contact CVCC's library and you go ahead and apply for one and have it, because you have to use that number that's on your library card in order to access the databases. And the databases are what we're going to be using when we look for sources for our papers. And it's the CVCC databases that you need to access, and the only way to do that is with your library card number. So if you do not have a library card, this should be one of the first things you also do and take care of, because the first essay does not require any use of the databases, but the next one will. So you need to make sure you get on the ball and get that taken care of. You can click right here where it says CVCC LibGuide. You can click here to apply for your library card. Again, here's the link for the Writing Center assistance. This will be provided in each of the units as well, in case you get to a point where you need some extra assistance with your essays. And then underneath, I've got for each unit, there are 5 units that you'll be working in within this course this semester. And each one of these contains the assigned readings, handouts, and resources. There are no assignments in this section because this is not the assignment section. This is just the course content. So these folders just list the course content for each of these units, not assignments, but you can find them here too. All right, now assignments is where you're going to be working out of. All right, so if you click on assignments, if you scroll through and look, each section is broken into units except for the week 1. Week 1 is by itself. It's a basic course introduction week, basically. So you will click on week 1 and it'll give you this video to watch. And it'll tell you to make sure you go take that mandatory entrance quiz. It'll tell you how to complete assignments. It'll give you, information that, hey, you need to go make sure you view the syllabus. You need to make sure you look at course content. And then it'll say assignment 1 here and assignment 2. You'll have 2 assignments for this week. And look at the due dates. Note the due dates. All right. The due date here is also the 19th. All right. So that's for week 1. If you look at the first unit, the units are based on essays, okay? So you have Unit 1, the rhetorical analysis, where we will focus on the discipline of cultural studies. Unit 2 is the literary analysis, where we will focus on the discipline of humanities and literature. Unit 3 is the report, and the dates are not correct down here because I have not updated. But then you'll have Unit 4 is the proposal, and then Unit 5 is the reflection. So you will start in one unit, and you will have to make sure you have completed that unit before you move on to another. And you have to wait for rough draft feedback before you can submit a final draft. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to click on the first unit just to show how it's set up. Every unit has 3 folders in it: reading assignments, writing assignments, and helpful resources. Please do these in the order that they are listed, but I usually tell students that helpful resources need to be looked at prior to writing assignments. So that'll be up to you. Your reading assignments, it'll give you everything that you need to look over before you move on to the writing assignments. And then for the helpful resources, this is where I have examples, I have extra links for support, I have student samples, I have everything that you need in here that will help you write a solid essay. So be sure you look into the helpful resources. A lot of students think that the resources folder is optional. It's really not. You need to go in and look at all of the sources and information provided in the resources folder. And then for the writing assignments, you'll click on that. There will be a video that will supply you with information about that particular assignment. Due dates are listed, and then it gives you a little background again of what cultural studies are and the purpose of writing this essay. And then here you have assignment 1 and assignment 2. You have 2 assignments for this unit. You have a rough draft or a first draft, then you have a final draft. And keep in mind, for each unit, you're going to have a first draft and a final draft. And you need to keep in mind that you have to give your best possible effort on that first draft, because that first draft grade is averaged in with the final draft grade. So it's very important you follow all directions. And I know rough draft throws students off. They think that, rough draft means that I'll just slop something down and turn it in, then she can help me organize it. Honestly, guys, you need to make sure you have it as if you were submitting a final draft there. Go ahead and have it as perfect as possible. And if that means going and getting extra assistance through the Writing Center, then do it. Do it before you submit the first draft, okay? And then once I give you feedback, you will submit a final draft. All students have to make all corrections that I mark, and they have to submit a final draft. And it doesn't matter what your grade is on your rough draft, your first draft, you still have to submit a final draft with changes made. This is instructor comments, how to understand my comments and feedback that I provide for you on your essays. And then again, I have the Writing Center Assistance link here. So this is the way each unit will be set up. Each unit will have these 3 folders. Please make sure you follow and go in and read and study all of the information that I provide. Okay? And then once we move on from this, you can pick up with, or once you've submitted your final draft for the rhetorical analysis, you can move on to the literary analysis. Don't jump around and go here and there and go through all these different units before. Just you need to make sure you go into them in the order that they are listed and complete assignments before you move on. If you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to contact me. I do want you to know, and I'm sure this looks probably a little different than mine. My screen, yours looks different than mine, but you can check your grades by clicking on course tools. You can get to discussion boards by clicking on course tools, and you may even have for student view, you may even have discussion board already up here as a tab. You may already have grades as a tab, but just know that you need to make sure you keep up with your grades, keep up with assignments, announcements, read through all materials that we've gone through, and make sure you follow the course from top to bottom. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. That's what I'm here for, and I want you guys to know that. I know we're virtual, we're online, but I am here to help, so don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you.